What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So this is a series of videos that I'm doing, and I've done a few. I did a video last week, and I talked and showed you guys a clip of a lady that was living in Mexico. Now, this is a gentleman, Gino Perez from Gino Perez Adventures, and he is living in Colombia. So he's going to talk about his experience living in Colombia. And I like to show you guys this because this gentleman's living on Social Security. The lady that I showed you last week, she was living on Social Security. And there are a lot of people out there that are living solely on Social Security, and they've left the U.S. and they're living in other countries. They're living in Thailand. They're living in the Philippines. They're living in Colombia, Mexico, a variety of different places, Portugal. And what I like about these videos that I've found on YouTube is this is another option for a lot of people out there. So people who are living in the U.S. right now, you're living paycheck to paycheck, or you're receiving Social Security benefits, and it's just not enough. And you have another option, and this is the option. Okay, this is one option. There's a variety of different options that you have, but this is one option, and these people have found a way to live a good life in another country. Okay, now this is not for everyone, and I continue to say that. So people in the comments, they'll say, well, I can't do this because of that. I can't do this because of that. This isn't for everyone, but some people can benefit from this. And Gino Perez is going to explain his whole situation and how he got to where he is, and how his life is where he is. Now, he has a variety of different videos on his channel, so I encourage you to go over to his channel, subscribe to his channel, watch his videos, like his videos. I'm going to show you a clip of one of his videos. I'm not even going to show you the whole video because I want you to go over to his channel. I will post a link to his channel in the comment section. So at the very top of the comment section, there will be a link to his channel so you guys can check him out and see his content. But I just want to give you guys other options because let's face it, right now, there's a lot of bad news in the U.S. There's not a lot of good stuff to talk about when it comes to inflation. We know it's at an all-time high. When it comes to gas prices, we know they're up. When it comes to going to the grocery store and buying groceries, we know the prices have increased. And so there's not a lot of good to talk about. I'm not just going to tell you news and just make up news and say that it's good and that you're going to be receiving an increase on Social Security and it's coming in a week or it's coming in a month. I'm not going to tell you that because that's not what's happening. Okay. Some other people, some other channels might say that. They might tell you, keep promising you every month that something's coming. But the reality is it's just not. Okay. Congress is pretty much not moving on anything. We just saw yesterday, Senator Manchin has kind of pretty much said no to this next Build Back Better bill. So that's not on the table anymore. And so we're not seeing too much positive when it comes to the U.S. And so I just want to give you an idea of another option. And maybe you can take a trip just for a week just to kind of see how things are maybe in Mexico, or maybe come down to Colombia, or just go somewhere and see if it's possible for you to live in another country. If not full-time, maybe part-time. Okay, like me, I'm in Colombia right now. I've been here for a total of 5 months. And next year, I plan to do the same. I want to stay here for at least 6 months. And so this could be an option for you. And so that's the reason why I like to play these videos. So that's what we're going to do today. But first off, on this channel, we talk about money and the financial struggles that Americans are facing today. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification. That way you get notified anytime we put out a video. And like always, if you see my name and a picture of me in the comment section, make sure you see a check mark next to my name. That check mark signifies that it's me. If you do not see that check mark, it's not me. It's someone trying to impersonate me. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to play a portion of this clip. This is Gino Perez from Gino Perez Adventures. Here we go.
Hi, Gino Perez Adventures. I'm Gino. It's good to have you back. I hope you enjoy these videos. So if you do, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and hit the notification bell so every time I have a new one, you can see it. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about Social Security. A little town called Ocamonte, and I live here for under $400 a month. We're going to move closer to the city because this turns out it's a bit far for us, and I'm an old guy, and if I get hurt or fall down or something, I'm going to need closer to medical attention. Even though there is pretty good medical attention here in the little town, it's a long ways to really good help. So anyway, all that being said, I live here for $400 a month. If you know somebody that's living solely on Social Security, might even be a relative, might be your dad, might be your uncle, might be your aunt, might be your mom, There's better ways to do it, and you can help them out. If you can't afford to help them, they can afford to help themselves. They can come on down and visit sunny downtown Colombia. You can come down here on a tourist visa for 90 days and see if you like it. If you don't speak any Spanish at all, it'll be rougher. But if you speak a little bit of Spanish, or you have the desire to learn, and you can get along quite well. I do. My wife does. And that's the reason I'm down here. I want to talk to you about that a little bit too. I met a lady online, LatinCupid.com, after searching everywhere on the planet and all the other platforms, Plenty of Fish, I don't know, Farmers Only, la la la. But on LatinCupid.com, and there's a new one, ColombianCupid.com, that you can find a friend, you can find a wife, you can find somebody to run out the end of your life with. And you know, this isn't only for people over 65, but I'm trying to help my brothers that are as old as I am, and my sisters, to try to have a quality of life in their last few years. My quality of life in the United States was steadily declining. Because I don't know. I don't want a full-time job. I don't want to work at Walmart. I was buying and selling things, but it gets to the point where you just don't want to do it anymore. And then if you got $1,000 a month rent and you're making $1,500 a month, that's pretty slim pickings. So I'm just saying, there's a lot of that deserve a better life. So far, I've showed you in my previous videos 2 fincas, the one we're standing in right now and another one. My next video was going to show you a townhouse in a gated community that's going to cost, instead of $129, $133 a month, it's going to cost about $200 a month for a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, townhouse, colonial style home. So I hope you enjoy that. The people there that I'm helping out with their facilities are thinking about furnishing a couple of the spare townhomes they have, so people like yourself can come on down, spend 30 days, or spend a month, spend 2 weeks, spend 90 days on your tourist visa, and see if you like living in Colombia. It's not for everybody, but if you like it and you stay and you can see your way around, it's a really nice lifestyle. It's laid back, it's inexpensive, and it's safe.
Okay, so we're going to stop it there. Now, I want you to go over to his channel and watch his videos, okay? So that's why I want to stop it. I don't want to play the whole video clip for you. But you saw he was even talking about the situation he's in now, where he's paying about $129 a month. Where he's living, but he said he wants to move closer to the city, and he was considering moving into a gated community, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and what was that? $200 a month. Okay, a gated community in Colombia. So you can do it. You can definitely do it. And I just want to show you guys these different options. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, and if you want to stay in the U.S., more power to you, stay in the U.S. But I would encourage you, if you are staying in the U.S., try to find some areas in the U.S. that are affordable, because there are certain areas that are just not affordable. California is just way overpriced. I live in California. And so when it comes down to this whole situation, there are other opportunities out there. I showed you Mexico last week. I'm showing you Colombia today. In the future, I'm going to show you different videos from people that are living in different parts of the world. And this is one of those things when it comes to the U.S. dollar. And if you guys aren't following the U.S. dollar is really strong right now. It's comparable to the euro, and all over the world. I'm in Colombia right now, and the exchange rate is, I think, 4,600 pesos for every dollar. When I came here, and I just got back to Colombia, so I've been here for about 2.5 weeks. When I came in, it was about 3,900 pesos for every dollar. So you see it's starting to rise, and it will continue to rise. And they're thinking it's going to be about 5,000 pesos per dollar very, very soon. And that's not just in Colombia. That's all over the world. The dollar is very, very strong. So if you are traveling on vacation, or if you're living in another country, you're really enjoying the fact that we have a strong dollar. So I just wanted to show you guys this as an option. Okay, it's not for everyone, but this is an option that some people are utilizing, and they're enjoying themselves. They're having the time of their life. And you saw Gino Perez is just saying that, you know, he met his wife and he's just enjoying the rest of his life, and he has no plans of going back to the U.S. To live. Now, there are people like me that want to do it kind of a part-time thing. I don't want to be a full expat. I do want to go back to the U.S. I have family in the U.S. I have property in the U.S., so I do want to go back, and I will go back, but I want to spend significant time outside of the country. And I personally like Colombia. And so I want to spend significant time in Colombia and then go back to the U.S. and then maybe go on trips to some other places as well. But when it comes down to it, that's what I want to do. That's what I like to do. Now, you might be in a situation where you want to do it part-time as well. I mean, let's say you're living in the U.S. for 6 months, and then you go to Mexico for 6 months, or you go to Colombia for 6 months, or Thailand or Philippines or Portugal or wherever. But you spend that 6 months, and if you're not on a lease, if you're renting and you don't have a lease or anything like that, so you have a lease for 6 months, let's say that, and then you leave, and then you're living in another country, there's a possibility you can save money in that other country and then come back to the U.S. with even more money than you had when you started. So just something to think about when it comes to that whole situation, because I'm telling you, if you go to the right places, the cost of an apartment is cheaper. The cost of food is cheaper. And so in many situations, you could realistically save money while you're in another country, out in a real nice area, maybe living right on the beach and just enjoying yourselves, being on vacation for 6 months and saving money and then coming back to the U.S. I mean, it's very, very possible. So if you guys have any questions, post them down below. If you have a similar story where you're living outside of the U.S., let me know in the comment section, because I always like to share that with you guys. So that's all I have. Subscribe for more, hit the like button, do all that good stuff. Talk to you in the next one. Bye.